New figures are showing that more than 8.7 million people across the UK miss work or an interview because of hygiene issues. We have all sorts of concerns surrounding this. CEO of the Hygiene Bank, Ruth is here to let us know about the study. How are you doing?
Hi, good morning. Hi, thank you so much for having us, Jason.
Good to talk to you. Yet still concerning numbers here, and with so many people not feeling able to attend either work or an interview because they haven't been able to look after themselves, whether it be their clothes or personally from a hygiene point of view, is massively concerning.
Yeah, it's a huge concern, and I think the particular thing for me and for my charity, the Hygiene Bank, is that this latest research shows us that hygiene poverty isn't just causing misery on a day-to-day basis; it's also limiting people's life chances and blocking their opportunities. So if you're missing work or if you're not going to job interviews, that's potentially like stopping you finding a way out of your difficulties. So it really does point to the long-term effects of hygiene poverty and how this kind of hidden crisis is really affecting us as a society. So this is National Hygiene Week. It's the big campaign week for my charity, the Hygiene Bank. We're determined to shine a light on that this week, and to get people to support us so we can start to change this for the better.
Absolutely. And whilst, people may be struggling to afford to put food on the table, they are making a choice, and that choice is to eat and not necessarily to be able to wash their clothes.
Yeah, absolutely. So our research shows that in the last year, 5.3 million adults have made a choice between food and a hygiene product. So naturally, of course, we all understand that people are going to choose food, but that means going without, say, a tube of toothpaste, going without shampoo and having to use soap to wash your hair instead, going without laundry detergent, so having to use washing up liquid to wash your clothes, or not being able to wash your clothes, and therefore being worried about how you look, how you smell, how you are able to present yourself in your day-to-day life. Those are the kind of impossible choices that people are facing right the way across the UK.
And to break the silence on this one, because many people don't even realise this is happening, you've got an awareness campaign running.
We do, yes, and this is absolutely critical, Jason, because we now know that 20 million people, 1 in 5 of us, don't understand what hygiene poverty is. They haven't encountered this concept of having to go without those basic daily essentials, laundry detergent, deodorant, toothbrush, toothpaste, nappies for your kid, period products for yourself, that people are having to grapple with every day. We're determined to shine a light on that. That's why this National Hygiene Week, we are lighting up buildings across the UK in our colour, which is yellow. We want to shine a light on this hidden crisis. We want people to know that we see them and that we hear them and that we are acting to try and alleviate hygiene poverty today and to end it for good tomorrow. So we've got buildings across the UK, from Blackpool Tower to the Camera Obscura in Edinburgh to the Gateshead Bridge to St Albans Cathedral to St Michael's Mount, who are all joining with us to shine a light on this hidden crisis, to make it more obvious so that people kind of understand and raise awareness, which is the first step to finding the solutions we need to ending it for good.
And the Hygiene Bank itself is working with other organisations to try and bring that to fruition.
Yeah, we absolutely are. So the Hygiene Bank is a charity which is absolutely founded on the idea of community. I have 600 incredible volunteers across the country who are not waiting for other people to take action. They are out there every day, every week, sorting, collecting, distributing products, and getting those to schools and food banks and shelters and hostels and to everywhere where families can get them and get those basic essentials that they need. So that's one critical part of the effort, but that isn't going to solve the problem. We need those systemic solutions. So I'm partnering with another charity, In Kind Direct, to look at what the roadmap is to really understand what the policy solutions have to be to end hygiene poverty for good in the UK. We're calling it the beginning of the end, because ultimately, Jason, I don't want to be here having this conversation with you. This isn't a problem that we should be talking about in 2025. This is a solvable problem, but only if we choose to.
Where can we go to find out more online?
You can head to my website, which is thehygienebank.com, and there you can find out where your nearest yellow building is. You can follow us on social media to help that awareness raising effort. But critically, you can donate and you can volunteer. You can be part of this community of people who are determined to end hygiene poverty for good.
I'm Ruth, CEO of the Hygiene Bank. Thank you as ever for joining us.
Thank you, Jason.